I'm going to give you guys a complete all-around, in-depth guide on how to hit your woods. Whether you struggle off the tee box or off the fairway, this video is for you, so stay tuned. Jake and I are going to teach you guys how to hit fairway woods and hybrids off tee boxes and off the fairway. And so first, I'm going to go over how to hit woods and hybrids off the tee box. Let's get into it. First things first, we're going to talk about tee height. So what you want to do is you want to tee this ball up so it is barely floating above the grass. So to align the ball, we're going to take it, and just like the driver, off the tee box, you're setting it right inside that lead foot heel. That's going to help you hit up on the ball, and since it's teed up, we can hit up on the ball, and that's going to add yardage to those shots. So this is different from off the ground, so make sure you stay tuned for both parts. Don't just watch the first part, otherwise you're going to struggle with the other aspect. So stay tuned for both parts, we'll get into those differences. Okay, ball inside that left heel. Now we can talk about the swing itself. This is different as well. So when we have that ball positioned further up in our stance, that's going to naturally catch the ball on the upswing of our arc. Same thing with the driver. If you didn't see that video going in depth, it's going to be right up here. You can watch that. But the ball right in front of that left heel is going to catch it on the upswing of our arc, and that's going to naturally help us hit up on that ball. And so when you hit up on the ball off the tee box, that's going to help it get further, get higher, carry further, same thing, all that good stuff. So now the swing, what I personally like to think of is you're not taking a divot, so I like to just brush the ground. If you brush the grass, that's going to really help you hit this pure and on the upswing. So the bottom of that arc, bottom of that swing arc, you want it to kind of bottom out right behind that ball, and then you're going to catch it just coming up. So brush the grass. You want bottom of your arc to kind of be down here. So I like to personally brush the grass about ½ inch behind the ball. And that's going to be the swing. So once you got the swing down, the ball position down, you got your tee height set, all those things are good, and you follow the tips of this video, you should be hitting very good shots off the tee with your hybrids. All right, I'm going to talk you guys through this shot here from start to finish. So we got it teed up. It's just barely floating above the ground there. Not too high, not too low. I'm going to line it up just inside that left heel there. And then on that practice swing, we're going to brush the ground. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the ball.
That was nuked.
All right, so to sum up, hitting those fairway woods and hybrids off the tee box, just be sure that tee height, just barely floating above the grass. Then think about your alignment. It's going to be just inside that lead foot heel. And then the swing, you just want to brush the top of the grass there and kind of hit up on the ball. And that'll help you hit your woods and your hybrids off the tee like Bryce DeChambeau. All right, crush it. Now on to Jake for the second part, teaching you how to hit them out of the fairway.
Unlike Jaden, I don't have hybrids in my bag. I just got my trusty old 3-wood. Just like in the first part of this video, what I'm going to tell you will work with 3 woods, 5 woods, 7 woods, just as well as it'll work with hybrids. So let's start right with setup. So starting with ball positioning, okay? The ball is going to be slightly more in the center of your stance. And when I say slightly, I mean slightly, because the farther back and forward you put it makes a big difference. If I tee it up too far and try to do that swing, the arc swing that Jaden was talking about, I'm going to top that ball, and nobody wants to do that. But if I put it too far in the back of my stance, I'm going to chunk the ground. So we want to move it from inside heel. We want to move it from the inside of the heel about another ball back into our stance. So because we're not on a tee box, we don't have a tee. We're sitting right on the ground, completely level. Because of that, we have to adjust the swing just a little bit. The thought process is still the same. We want to catch that just right about as we bottom out, but since we don't have a tee, we don't want to catch it too much on the upswing, or else we might top it or thin it really bad. We don't want to do that. So we want to catch that just enough on the downswing and where it bottoms out that that club isn't completely starting to rise up again, but it's also not swinging down on it. Swinging down on it will cause you to hit a stinger, or you might chunk it, something along those lines. And hitting it too high up, you might thin it, sky it, a bunch of different things. From what I was just talking about, a good way to feel that on your practice swing is I'm going to move this ball out of the way. It's the same as a hybrid. You just want to brush the ground, okay? You don't want to take a divot. If you take a divot, you're either going to hit this punchy little stinger or you're going to chunk it. We don't want to do that. So just nice and easy, brush swing. That'll be a good way to feel how you want to make that contact. Now I'm going to show you some swings. All right, this is how that thought process is going to go, okay? Slightly inside of the left heel, nice brush practice swing. And let's have some confidence, put this close to green. Right at it, baby.
If you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more educational as well as some entertainment content coming in the future. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.